Hey folks, I'm Doff Van Dale here, and this is a new video series called The Collection, and it's going to be dedicated videos to single artists or bands to show what I have by those particular artists. And I kind of tried this a year or so ago and just never really took hold, but I'm determined to do better this time around. Thinking about what artists to start with, and unfortunately, we've had the untimely passing of Neil Peart, Rush's legendary drummer, and so I thought I would do a video showing my Rush collection. Now, when it comes to Rush, I am new, definitely a novice. Did not start collecting Rush. Bought my first Rush CD in October of 2017. I'd gone down to Russ and Tory Taft Bell Buckle weekend, and that was my first trip down there. And coming back, my buddy Dave and I stopped by Grimey's in Nashville, and they had a bunch of CDs at an incredible price, and so I snatched several of them. I had been watching, well, when I first came into the VC, of course, we had Andy Borders was making videos back then, and he showed Rush often, and even in a contest entry for my first contest, he showed Fly By Night. And so I thought, man, people have been talking about Rush since I had been in high school, and I think I tried listening to them once before, and back then maybe Geddy Lee's voice didn't quite strike a chord with me, but I listen to him now and think he's a great singer. So I don't know what the issue was back then, but I enjoy Rush's music now and am getting to know it. And so I thought I would show my collection, and if there are other more knowledgeable Rush fans that see some holes in my collection that have some suggestions of some stuff I should pick up, by all means, give me a comment. And I'll tell you that this collection is mainly CDs. I've got two albums by Rush on vinyl, and I'll show those as well, and also a couple DVDs. So let's go ahead and jump in here, and I'll start showing you what I've got. So at Grimey's, man, these were $3 CDs, and they were mint. Rush's first album. This is, several of these are the Rush remasters. And there you see the Grimey's tag still. And that's how you can tell the Rush remasters. Some of them aren't, but I have picked up most of these CDs used. And I got that same night I picked up Fly By Night. Love that cover. Picked up Crest of Steel. Again in the remastered series. This doesn't appear to be a remaster. It's Rush 2112. Maybe I should look to upgrade that. Love this album. Rush, A Farewell to Kings. Again, not a remaster. And here's the first hole of the CD collection. I do not have Hemispheres on CD. I then jump to Permanent Waves. Now we restart the remasters. Then Moving Pictures. And Signals. Well, am I missing Grace Under Pressure? Because I have what I thought was a live album. That's why I don't have it. Because this says Grace Under Pressure 1984 tour. But when I click on the Wikipedia link, it shows that cover for Grace Under Pressure. Is this a studio album or is it a live album? Right off the top of my head, I can't remember what I have to put it in. Anyway, then next, then I skip some. I miss Power Windows, Hold Your Fire, pick back up with Presto. Roll the Bones. Counterparts. If I remember right, I picked this up from Ron Haggerty. And that is the last studio album that I have. I'm missing Test for Echo, Vapor Trails, Snakes and Arrows, and Clockwork Angels. Have a few live albums. I've got Rush, All the World is a Stage. Rush in Rio, which I picked up that first night at Grimey's, is a 3 CD set. And look at that. Paid $6 for it at Grimey's. Very nice. I picked up Chronicles. I think this was just a couple bucks. I bought it at a used CD shop too. And then Working Men. Then I have a couple of DVDs. Rush in Rio. Just kind of very similar artwork to this. Looks like it's a 2-disc set. And I've got Rush, Time Stands Still. And this is, it's Blu-ray size, but it is a DVD. All right, and then I've got 2 albums. I've got 2112. And Hemispheres. So when I picked these two up, I bought them at a thrift store here in Louisville. Funny story. I was very pleased to pick those up, and I asked the lady, I said, because I got a number of really good records that were separate from the rest of them. And then she mentioned, pardon me as I try to throw the camera, then she mentioned that they were from her husband's collections and she was mad at him for something. I thought, wow. Yeah. So if your wife owns a thrift store, you might want to stay on her good side, lest you find some records missing out of your collection. Wow. Anyway, that is my Rush collection. As I look at social media, I can tell that the passing of Neil Peart has really affected a lot of folks, and yeah, it didn't take much looking at. It hasn't taken much looking at video of his drumming to realize what a great drummer he is. And of course, you always hate to hear that someone has. I don't know. The older I get, the younger these ages seem. So 67, should have had a bunch more years. So hope that God puts his hand on the family and they know his presence during these tough times. So that is my Rush collection. If you know of things that would make, in particular, it would make my collection a little better, feel free to tell me, because like I said, I'm hardly an expert when it comes to Rush, but I do enjoy them a lot, and really am enjoying getting to know their music. So anyway, hope you're having a good weekend, and we will see you soon. Good night.